CPI inflation report for last month for June shows inflation again was going down. So CPI is now at a 3% year over year change. And if you discount food and energy, we're down to 3.3%. So that's a 0.1% drop from May on both sides. Okay. Actually, if you look at no, actually, I take that back. Only one side. So less food and energy went down from 3.4 to 3.3. But if you look at overall CPI, went down from a staggering 3.3 to 3. Okay, now last night I was predicting that we may get something even crazier and go to like 2.9%. But 3% is a pretty big deal. That's a 0.3% drop. That's a 10% drop when it comes to inflation. At least that's what this report says. Okay, now, do we really see a 10% drop in consumer goods within 1 month? Did we see a 10% drop from May to June? No, no one saw that. So I don't know how they're actually getting the numbers, but they are. So this is pretty darn good. The percentage of a rate cut for this month has upped itself from 4%, less than 4%, it's like 3.8% now, to about 9%. Still, it looks like we haven't had not enough ammunition to give Powell the okay to cut this month. But we do have another PPI inflation report that's tomorrow. And we still have a lot of other economic data that's coming between now and July 31st. So maybe he gets a little bit more ammunition to say, okay, we can do the very first rate cut this month and not have to wait until September. But right now, September is still looking like it's going to happen. 81% chance it's going to happen in September. Okay. But overall, this is pretty good. This is what the market, this is what Wall Street wants to see. Rate cuts traditionally means that markets blow up in a good way, blows up upwards, right? And usually that happens during a presidential election year. I mean, which, to be honest, if you look at the stock market, it actually has been blowing up already, right? But they want to blow up even more. So it's going to happen. It's definitely going to happen, right? If you want to comment on anything I've said in this video, make sure you head over to the Roundtable. The Roundtable is a new social media platform created for conversations. And best of all, it's spam-free, bot-free, unlike here on YouTube. And you could have conversations with me and others like Altcoin Daily, Scott Melker, Mauro Nafal, and many others are joining daily. And you also get rewarded in tokens for doing so. So check out the new Roundtable. Click the link in the description below. And it's Microstrategy. Now, I mean, their stock is getting pretty expensive, like almost $1,400, right? So for a lot of people, unlike crypto, where you could buy fractional, you know, like fractional Bitcoin or fractional ETH or fractional whatever, or SOL, you can't do that with stocks. Well, you can. Some brokers allow you to buy fractional stock, but still, it's weird, right? It's just better to do a stock split. And generally speaking, when there's a stock split, it means there's a lot of interest, a lot of volume, and generally speaking, companies that do announce stock split, they generally go upward. So MicroStrategy is announcing a 10-for-1 stock split, and today, look at that, they're up 8% above 1,400, getting back to their previous all-time high. You know, that's actually a good poll question. Let me create one here. Which one would you buy at this point?
What do you think about
like
Ripple?
polls?
Well, I mean, I think it's
All right,
too
well-
centralized, but I definitely want to meet Chris.
I don't know why every time that commercial comes up. Anyways, so that's also big news. Overall, guys, this is what I've been saying. You got to stay strong, focus on the future. Do not sweat over the little volatility that we may get here or there or anywhere in between, okay? Bitcoin, crypto, all the companies that are related are going to recover and make new highs later this year. There is no doubt about it, okay? And we have catalysts along the way that will help us get there too. I think lower inflation, a rate cut, that will definitely help. But we don't need it, but they just help accelerate things. So I think the very first rate cut is going to be a big deal. But MicroStrategy, I mean, this kind of shows you the Bitcoin strategy works. Now it's up 9%. Bitcoin strategy works. Wall Street loves MicroStrategy now. Just a few years ago in the bear market, 2022, 2023, they were the laughing stock. Everyone was pointing at Michael Saylor and looking at him being a case study for how stupidity is. How stupidity is and why companies should not follow his bullishness. And look at it now. He's seen as an absolute genius, okay? And people can't get enough of MicroStrategy stock or Michael Saylor himself, right? This is what you have to do. You got to focus long-term, continue DCA. You buy when there's blood in the streets. You buy even when others are laughing at you because you know deep down this is the right move. Now, as for the German government, they're still selling. They sold another like 200 million since last night. It's fine. At this point, they could sell and it's not affecting the price. And it's better this way. Let's just rip off the Band-Aid. Let's just have them sell everything and then be done. They're getting pretty close. So just, if you're looking at this, they said another like 300 to Coinbase, 500 Bitstamp, 200 to Kraken, 500 to some unknown exchange. I think I know what that unknown exchange is. I think I know exactly where that is. Okay. And that is, this. And that is Binance. Here's something shocking that not a whole lot of people paid attention to. Binance, their reserves went up by 41,000 Bitcoin. Okay? 41,000 Bitcoin just within a month. You know, where did that come from? Where did all that Bitcoin come from, right? Well, maybe it went straight from Germany's wallet to Binance because that's a whole lot of Bitcoin that they now hold, but they're not selling. They're just holding it. They're kind of like BlackRock, like Larry Fink, whoever's in charge of Binance now is like, why would we sell the valuable asset that we have? That's Bitcoin. So they took in a lot, but they're not selling it. So this may be one of the reasons why now, you know, Bitcoin is so steady, has found a bottom and is coming up, because no matter how much Germany dumps, or maybe how much Mount Gox creditors are dumping, they're not selling. Binance is just keeping it all. That's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.